Hello, my name is Molly Cobb, and did you know that it is scientifically proven harder to hit a softball than a baseball? But don't worry, because I am here today to show you how to hit a softball. I have been playing softball since I was 4 years old, and I am now a freshman softball player at AUM. So I play softball for AUM, and today I'm going to talk you through the equipment you'll need for learning to hit a softball, how to break down your swing, and then the mental side of the game. So, first, you need equipment to start learning, obviously. So, the first thing you'll need is a bat. And this is my bat. This is the only thing you really need, honestly. You don't need a ball, you don't need a tee. When you're first starting out, you need to find your swing. So, and most bats have sizes. I swing a 34-24, which is the biggest bat you can make, which is what most girls my age swing. Or a 33-23, which is the length and the ounces it is. So, and then also, the first thing about your bat you need to know is how to hold it. So, you get your knocking knuckles. Your knuckles you knock with a door on. So you line those up when you hold it. And you just lay it on your shoulder at first when you're first learning to hold it. But you use your knocking knuckles because that shows your grip. And if you're not lined up, you're probably holding the bat too tight. And then if they're not lined up, you're probably too loose. So next thing you will need is a good old softball. And this is important because obviously this is the ball you play with. And another thing that you will need is a tee. The tee is like the holy grail for hitting. It's where all athletes go when they're struggling or in a slump. They go back to the tee, which is so helpful when you're hitting. But a good tip is that when you have your softball, you want to put these two seams facing outward, like not towards you, but towards the other way when you're first learning to hit, because it makes you really think about getting inside the ball and getting inside the seams, which will make you more powerful. Next, after you have all your equipment, you are going to break down your swing. So we talked about our knocking knuckles, which is how we hold the bat. And next is your stance. Your stance is very important because you need to be comfortable when you're hitting. So usually people are about shoulder width apart. They're not too wide, not too narrow. So as long as you're comfortable, that's all that really matters. And then after your stance, you're going to get into your load. Your load is when you shift your weight back towards the back foot, but not too much, but where you're still able to move forward and backwards. But you shift weight back to have power and whip when you're coming through the zone to hit the ball. I personally cock my hands back towards the catcher to have even more whip and have faster hands through the zone, but that is my own personal touch. And after you load, you're going to shift your weight back forward. And this is the point in the swing where most people take a step towards the pitcher. I take a step, some people personally don't. It's your own personal touch, how comfortable you are. So you shift your weight forward towards the pitcher, not too much where you're out on your front foot, about where your shoulder is about the same part as your knee, as they are all connected. Your whole part of your body is connected. Next, we're going to get into contact, which is where you actually hit the ball, so it's very important. You want your hands to be palm up, palm down, so no, you're not rolling over, which will force ground balls, and they're not dropped, which will force pop flies. You want line drives, harder ground balls, not weak fly balls or ground balls. And then your contact will cause your arm to get into what I call the slot. Naturally, you'll feel your arm getting this because that's the way you'll feel in the swing. So then after you make contact, you have your extension, which is where your bat is out towards the pitcher as far as it can go, so you get as long as time as the ball can be on the bat, which causes more power and the ball to go farther. And then after your extension, you follow through, which some people don't follow through. It's really your personal touch, but I believe follow through is important, so you finish all your weight transfer and that you can put as much power as in the ball in your swing as you can. Okay, now that we've broken down the swing, it's time to talk about the mental part. The mental part is really important because honestly, hitting is about 90% mental and 10% physical. So before you get in a box or before you hit a ball, you need to think about where the pitch is, where the ball is, how you're going to attack it, what's important, like all the good things before you hit. Then when you're hitting or in the box, you need to keep it simple. I think keeping it simple allows people to be way more successful than if they think about where the pitch is, how fast it's coming, what you need to do on an inside pitch, what you need to do on an outside pitch. That's what you think before. When you're in the box, you keep it simple. I think see ball, hit ball, hard contact. Very simple. That is the way I'm most successful, is to keep simple hitting. And then during practice is where you can get really focused in and really see what you need to work on and make things really complicated. That's where it gets complicated and where you can challenge yourself, is in practice when you're on the tee, not during a game in the box. In conclusion, we have talked about the equipment you need to hit, how to break down your swing, and the mentality of the game and how you need to have a good mental state when you're hitting. So, now that you know how to go hit a softball, go out there and hit some dingers.